Hi everyone, welcome to Apex Instant Tips, episode 193, brought to you most Fridays at 12:05 Eastern Time. And I'm Marwa, and with me,
I'm Anton. Hi, Marwa.
hi Anton. Hi.
Um, so once again, we're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties with Marwa's connection, but she seems to be able to talk just fine. She can't always hear me, so we're just going to go with it. Marwa, today we're going to talk about how to make your Apex application look great, but still be easy to develop, easy to maintain, and it's about capturing intent. So I'm going to let you go with it from there, and we'll see if I can add any color commentary or if I just need to stay quiet and let you run with it.
Okay, thank you, Anton. I will start by sharing my screen and I will speak about templates that we have within our um, universal theme. So I go to an application, a sample one, where I wanted to create a template for a button. Like I was starting to think, let's create a template for the button type create and then for a button type delete, etc. in order to uh, make them available to developers to use later. So I went to the templates and the shared components in the app builder, and then I've created this template for a button. I added a template option, which is an icon. I was just trying to test this functionality of creating templates. So if you want to see, this is the option that I added, and
Mhm.
you will have an icon on this on the button if you choose this template. And then I discovered that even if the template is copied and is created within the universal theme, it won't be subscribed and then it won't be refreshed and upgraded with the universal theme. And it is mentioned here. This template is local to this application and is unsubscribed.
So we
So
want to try
it
to
will
avoid this because we want to keep this right.
exactly.
Okay.
So I did not want this. I wanted another approach. And so let's take a look at this application, which is the universal theme. I have installed this application from the sample gallery. This is the latest version, and I will try to make some customization to the style of the application, but in a more declarative way using the theme roller. Sorry, let's open the theme roller. We have different attributes and properties that we can change. For example, I want to make the header of the title of the application instead of white and blue. Let's make it a different color. So I will go to the section containers, and this is, I think, the property that if I change, I will make it green, maybe a little bit darker. Okay, now let's change the title bar. I want these breadcrumbs everywhere on my different pages with a specific color other than the white background. We will make it a similar green or so. Let's see.
And we only have about 2 minutes, or 2.5 minutes, so let's be quick on picking colors.
Okay. So now that we have changed those two properties, for regions, this is a standard region. So you know there is the style accent 14, which makes the header gray. So here I will make the header gray by default so that I won't have to go and fix that template option for each standard region that I have in my application. And as you
Right,
can see,
using
the
the
body
accents
has
is great
changed
if you need.
accordingly at the same time by a lighter gray, but I can reset that to white. It will be by default for all those regions. And then we have the states. So here we have the states and the buttons. Same thing for the buttons. X is info warning and danger. Same thing for the buttons with extra different properties. I would like to change the state danger, for example, and see what's going to happen. I will make it lighter red.
Mhm.
The danger property of buttons has changed also at the same time.
Right, because we're capturing intent. We don't really want to capture that the button's red. We want to capture that the button has the intent of being danger. And so you when you change it in the states, it automatically changes the button, but you can make them different if you want. But generally speaking, you want them to be the same. If you change the button now, it would keep the change, but usually you want to change the states, not the buttons, because the states will also change the buttons. Yeah, okay.
Great. Now, the last thing that I want to say to customize is the hot. I want it to be purple or similar color instead of blue. Let's make choose this purple. As you can see, this button is hot, so it has already changed in purple. And also in the layout
And
section,
so
we
hang
have
on,
a
before you do that,
navigation tree
let's talk a little bit
property.
more about that button being hot. So hot has a different intent. You can have it be hot and have a danger. What else does hot do? What's the meaning of hot?
Yes, so other than the color, it also makes the button bold. I mean, the icon and the letters bold. That's the hot. It's not only just the color.
Right. And so it's the intent there is that's the button that you think the person is most likely to click. So you want to be able to make that hot. Even if it's a different color, it's still important to make it hot because it allows you to do two things. One, it makes it bold and it does the color by default. You can change the color, but it also allows you to check on your page that you have just one hot button. Ideally, every page is going to have just one hot button so that you can, and you can use the Apex Standards app, whatever you might have there. I'm going to let you keep going, Marwa. We're a little bit over time, but I want to make sure we get all the way to the end of this. So,
Thank you. So I will go quickly. Now, this section in the layout section, the navigation tree property, here you can make the menu left on the left side wider or narrower. And this is very useful and handy, and you can see it could be done through the theme roller directly. So now that I have customized my style the way I want it with the colors that I want, I will save it, and it's going to have the name Vita copy for, and we will try to export it to a different application.
and the reason we used the universal theme application is you can look at everything about the application, all the different regions, everything, go through the whole application, really make it the way you want. And you don't have to do it in your own application and guess have I captured everything. If you really do it in this application, you have the ability to just get everything right and then export it. So we just did the export.
Exactly. So, and meanwhile, I have a sample different application that I have installed. This one.
Okay,
It's a sample dynamic actions from the gallery. I wanted a full application to try to import the new style that we have just created in the theme, universal theme application. So let's import it, the same name, Vita 4. Let's see. Oh, yeah, great. So we have the different colors that we've chose. We know that the hot button is purple. We made that thing. It's wider the left side. The region is with accent, almost accent 14. Yes, so it's great.
great. There was one other thing we wanted to make sure we covered, and that's around using a region template of standard. We've talked about it before, but I really think it's important that you generally use a region type standard all the time, even if you don't want the header bar. Because if you just use blank or blank with attributes, you don't get the other look and feel that's defined by that standard region. So if you don't want the header bar, you can go in and you can turn off the header bar. But again, it's about being declarative, right? I want it to be a standard region, but I don't want the header bar. I'm going to use a standard region. I'm going to declaratively turn it off. Those kinds of things. The more that we can do in this way, all declaratively like this, the more likely it is that our application is going to upgrade easily, and we haven't
Exactly.
copied anything. And when developers develop and they use the wizards to create regions, and they use that, they'll just automatically look the way you want them to look. And it's about capturing intent,
Intent.
right? If you want this region to stand out, you give it an accent. That's what an accent is. You're giving it it's capturing intent. Um, all right, Marwa, I think this is an important tip for folks. So, uh, looks we've got a new live viewer. That's excellent. That brings our numbers up to probably two or three.
Awesome.
Well, our vast audience has wasted a perfectly good, it looks like 11 minutes with us today.
Mm.
I don't have any wisdom of the week or anything, but I do want to say happy Fetr. Am I saying it correctly, Marwa?
Yes, Eid al-Fitr. Eid Fitr.
Fetr. And
It's the end of Ramadan. Thank you so much, Anton.
Thanks. And I'm going to say my daughter taught me a whole bunch of YouTubing lingo. So thanks for glazing us up, Brian and Campbell. Are you familiar with the term glazing, Marwa?
A little bit,
Yeah.
but can
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
say it to me?
Glaze.
Ex-
It's when the people in the chat say nice things about you. They're glazing you. So thanks for
oh,
glazing us. W's in the chat if you like the show. W's in the chat. Anyway, I have to learn all the YouTube lingo my daughter says. Um, so that's all I have for today. But thanks
thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you, Marwa, for once again another wonderful tip. And we will see folks next week. Do all the things. If you like the show, like the show. Write a letter to your mom. Tell her all about it. And we'll see everyone next week.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.